Ugh. Not again. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Hello? Mr. Slate, it's me, Simon. For the last time, Jones, no. Sir, I can't afford to fix the damage to the lab. My parents even kicked me out. Please, please, consider dropping the lawsuit. I'll do anything. Jones, we've been over this. Your contract is terminated. You screwed it up. Get over it. But sir, something happened to me in that fire, and I can't even afford to see a doctor. If you could just... Don't call me again, Jones. God! I can't do this anymore! Ugh. 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 What's happening to me? What are you?
I am your salvation, Simon.
What do you want from me?
I want to help you. You're special, Simon. Surely you must know that by now. Your adopted parents have always known, and they're terrified. Yet they can't figure out why.
Adopted parents? What?
You want revenge. On them. On Garrison Slate. Fine.
Ah! What did you do to me?
I gave you power. Use it. Then we'll talk.
My... What? But I can't do anything about this. It was an accident. It was your last. Get out of our house. I will not be tied up in some corporate lawsuit. You made your bed, son. Now you lie in it.
That's right.
You're kicking me out? Go. And don't come back until you've changed yourself. Until I've changed myself. Okay. So be it.
Where did you put the vacuum?
I didn't touch it. At this hour? Why would anyone... Well, what do you want? I just want to... come home. Simon? In the flesh. Oh! How? I found my true calling. It all makes sense to me now. I just wanted you to know that I'm better off without you.
What are you doing?
Wiring into the police radio. If Vandal Savage wants to try anything, I want to know everything that's going on.
Crocker said he was lying low for the time being.
We've got a double homicide over on Pacific Heights. Lieutenant Eckhart is the responding officer on the scene. This is the chief. I'm on my way.
We'd better have a look.
Agreed.
I've never seen anything like it. Get a hold of yourself, Eckhart.
What?
You heard already.
Yeah. What happened here?
Tell him what you told me, Sherwood. Aside from the knife in the eye that she took, nothing else was cut. It looks like his head and her arm. They were ripped off. Ugh.
Any DNA?
No, no fingerprints. Nothing yet. We've ID'd the victims. Patrick and Greta Jones.
Wait, those are Simon's parents.
Who?
Simon Jones. He worked for Star Labs for a bit.
That kid that was on the TV. They talked him up a big deal when they hired him. Then they never mentioned him again. So, where is he now?
I thought he lived here.
He did. Or at least, that's what he told me back when we were speaking. We had a falling out.
God, spare us the details.
If he moved out, we'll find his new place.
I always had a bad feeling about Simon.
What, you don't think that he... No! Not Simon! He could never do anything like that!
Regardless of whether or not he did it, we need to talk to him. And I have his address. He's living in an apartment now. Pretty low income area too.
No, I don't care how you do it. Just make the deal go through. Well, Lex will just have to live with it, whether he likes it or not. What in the name of... Is anyone there? Gah! What do you want? Oh, Mr. Slate. You're what I want. Simon? Simon Jones? You know, I've already made my first visit tonight, and my parents, well, it wasn't as satisfying as I'd hoped it would be. I pulled his head off without touching him, just separated it from his body. It was weird. But then, with Mom, I went for the arm, and then I don't know what came over me. I threw a knife into her eye, and it was over. Just like that. What do you want from me? I don't want to kill you, if that's what you're thinking. That's what I'm saying, it's not satisfying. I'm just here to make you suffer. What scares you, Mr. Slate? Feeling powerless? Not being able to make people like me squirm? Well, let's reverse the roles. Oh! It's okay, Garrison. It's okay. You're safe now. You don't understand. He's in my mind. I can't get him out. Who is? Simon. Simon Jones. Can't get him out. Can't escape. Looks like Simon's gone on a rampage. What did he do to him?
This must be a mistake. It has to be.
Star, did you ever consider that you don't know him as well as you thought you did? He's doing something. Messing with Slate's head? Mutilating his parents? Something's not adding up. How could he do these things? He doesn't have any powers or anything. He does. He's different. He looks like he should be dead. Robin, Raven, find anything in his apartment?
Everything except him. It's like he just got up and left.
I sense something terrible, but I can't pinpoint it.
I can speak to you, because I contacted your dimension. That's why you gave me these abilities.
Yes, and you've used them well. But now you owe me a favor.
Who are you?
I am your father. I created you, and I cast you down to Earth through a disciple of Azar.
Why?
You're an anomaly. You're not supposed to exist in the shrouds of time. But by placing you here, you can change everything. I can enter Earth, my home.
Why should I believe you?
You've always felt it. You've always felt me pulling you to my dimension. You always wanted to work out a way to speak to me, but you didn't know it. Is that not why you joined Star Labs?
What must I do?
Your sister, born on the same day you arrived. She does not see things my way. I need you to persuade her.
Consider it done.
Robin, there's something in the hallway.
What do you mean?
Be ready.
False alarm?
No, it's still out here. There's a lot of evil coming off of you.
Likewise, sister.
Sister?
What the?
You can come too. Robin? Raven? Do either of you copy? I don't like it. Do you think Psimon got to them?
Psimon is powerless. What could he do against either of them?
I think something happened to him, Star. Okay, we're activating their trackers.
Psimon, what's going on? What happened to you?
I achieved my goals. I reunited with my father, and now I'm helping him.
You called me sister.
I was just as surprised as you are when he told me.
You spoke to him?
Yeah, and he's kind of disappointed in you right now.
How? How could you speak to him? Brother Blood failed to kill me. He lost the blade. My father can't enter this world.
Not yet. Once you stop resisting. His band of followers will find the blade. My job is just to convince you.
Never!
I didn't think this would be easy. But you could have teleported out of here by now, so I think I do have your attention at least.
Don't listen to him, Raven.
Shut up. Look at this, sister. This is what could happen if you don't cooperate.
They would die anyway if I let him in.
True, but at least it wouldn't be slow. At least they wouldn't suffer. And something tells me their endurance levels are very high. So they'd probably last a long, long time. Raven, accept your destiny. It's the reason you were born. To die. Let him in. When his disciples find the Blade of Blood, and they will, just go with it. Let them kill you. Because if you don't, I'll ensure that your friends suffer a long, long time. So what do you say? And you know I'll sense it if you're lying.
Why don't you just go
Okay, I see how you're going to be.
Psimon, when I get out of this... Ah!
Do you really think you could stop me before I rip him in two? That's what I did with my father. I just held my arms out and started pulling the air in either direction with my hands. Next thing I knew, his head flew off onto the counter. Clearly, you didn't take me seriously when I threatened your friends, so I have to set an example.
Ah! Ah!
Ah, you're here. What happened to you?
Psimon! What are you doing? This isn't like you. You were never this cruel.
No, I'm not. But he is. Don't you understand? I'm his vessel. There's a rage inside of me. It just pushes me. Whenever I have a dark thought, I like it.
The Psimon I know wouldn't.
I'm sorry, Starfire. I've finally found out who I really am, where I belong. My loyalty is to my father. Your father?
Scaff!
Enough!
some explaining for all of you. Psimon, as it turns out, is my brother. My father created him. Remember how Saturn Girl warned us that he isn't supposed to exist? That's why. He's an anomaly, a variable, and somehow he's contacted my father. By doing this, he's allowed him to interact with our world, run some of his power through Psimon.
So Scath still wants you dead.
Yes, and it has to be Brother Blood who does it, with the blade.
The blade's gone.
I know that's what I said, but of course it's still out there. I'd hope that they would all give up, but my father's using Psimon now to convince me to go willingly.
But you won't, right?
No, I won't. And there's something else. Scath is just the name his followers use, because they're too afraid to speak his real name.
Are you?
No, his name is Trigon.
Trigon. I've heard about him growing up. Thought he was just a myth.
He's destroyed countless worlds. Galfor would tell me about people who came to Tamaran seeking refuge, magic users from other dimensions, forced out of their worlds. Trigon is quite possibly the most evil being in existence.
You haven't been to Gotham. Okay, yeah, bad time for a joke. So, anyways, there's only one thing to do.
What's that?
We find the Blade of Blood, and we destroy it. Before Brother Blood can get to it. We won't let them have you, Raven.
If you say so.
Now what, Father? Do I begin torturing them?
In a sense, if Raven does not want me there, then her friends will pay the price. Starting with the hare who denied his place. Hold your hands on the ground beneath you.